Finish in a hurry. Third slide. Architecture for me is built, this building was built on the shoulders of a good many people, who, beginning with Edna Lindemann and continuing through to Ted Piachuk, who was director before I came back. Architecture is a good bit like a garden. You move through it and it changes. You don't see it all at once. You have a chance to watch it as it grows. The gardener grows his trees, not for himself, but for those who follow. In the same way, our experience of architecture, you see in this open facade, designed by Charles Guathame and Bob Siegel, a clean slate. Controversial to some because it faces Elmwood Avenue as a clean slate, rather than presenting the fenestration and the welcoming door. With that in mind, we decided that we needed to create a space with colleagues at State University of New York at Buffalo, at Buffalo State College, and at Alfred. We created the front yard to be our welcoming piece to the neighborhood. 24/7, 365, an opportunity for slides and image, sound, and a gallery without walls. When I interviewed Bob Siegel, I asked him what was his favorite spot. You're looking at it. It has a spot with two vanishing points. One vanishing point up the stairs here to a public space, and a cloud structure in the ceiling. A cloud structure, which you'll see in a moment, holds the constellation in lights, the constellation Orion. You'll remember the straight line to the left, that line which was the downstairs vanishing point. That led to a closed door. It was a closed door which opens to reveal a space that truly is quite remarkable. Guathame and Siegel built the Birchfield Penny Art Center so that it might be full of surprises at every turn, such that you might see the unexpected. A silo, for example, here on the second floor, just off the public space, that public space, remember, which was the vanishing point going up the stairs to the cloud and Orion. There is also a tucked-in, unexpectedly, a jewel-like board of directors space. An unexpectedly beautiful space which faces the college, as does the fenestration and the welcoming doors, and also another jewel unexpectedly tucked into the downstairs space, the Tower Auditorium. This little space, holding 160 seats, is said by, well, such great pianists as Heidi Schwartz and Tony DeMare as being, as if playing inside the piano. Come to hear a concert. It's really built for the piano, but it does all right with the spoken word, and we're programming often. Now, as you walk down that central spine, past the box-like classroom-built structures on the first floor, you came to a closed door. Opening the door, you come to the most remarkable 36-foot-high vaulted ceiling and a structure of other galleries which open in always unexpected ways. Right angles are not at a premium in this space. And the ceilings here present a challenge, one which I have given very few instructions since I came back, but one was always be attentive to that high ceiling and fill it as best you can. Always looking to go to the top of the ceiling with whatever we do. Here's the other part of the silo. Remember the silo off the public space on the second floor? Here's a silo right beneath it on the first floor, and it fulfills what Charles Birchfield, here's the entrance to the Birchfield Gallery. Birchfield always said, I don't like the dialectic of straight walls. I wish I could show my pictures in a circular, holistic fashion so that an argument could have truly a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now, this is a LEED building. Bob Siegel thinks it's the first LEED art museum in the country. We're a little more cautious. We say it's at least the first in the state. But if we're a lead building, what's our obligation? Continue to play what the trustees and the college have so invested in. And you saw a moment ago Alberto Ray's installation about Skajakwita Creek. That's what we want to hit. And we're going to hit that, continue to hit that with the exhibition that's up right now. This is a barge. We built a barge, 2,000 square foot barge inside that building, inside that great, huge, 36-foot high ceiling. And inside the barge, we load into it every Thursday night. If you're an artist and you want to put something in the barge, you bring it into us, and we'll consider loading it in as cargo. This is a model for what we're going to do on our anniversary year, and one of the ways in which we grow our garden. Our garden is grown by the mission and the intent that has been established to us, and we're going to take, with collaboration with the New York State Museum, in a real barge, art from Buffalo down the Erie Canal to New York City. Here's Guatemala and Siegel. Give them a hand of applause.